Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm your host Ron Davies, and this is the Roncast. I want to talk a little bit today about push and pull marketing. I was on a marketing forum. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Warrior Forum. It's kind of where a lot of digital marketing guys got their first chops in there, and I'm one of the, well, they call them war room members, so I'm one of the original members that got invited just because of what we were doing in digital marketing was really visible at the time. So I was in there trying to help some of the younger guys out, or the people that are kind of starting out. There's a lot of confusion around push and pull marketing. Now, let's face it, if you're in business, if you're a business owner or you're a partner, it doesn't really matter what hat you wear in that business. You know, you might say you're the COO, or you might say, I don't know, you're a technician, whatever it is you do. You're in marketing. You're a business owner. You're definitely in marketing, because people have to buy who you are before they buy what you sell, right? So in push marketing and pull marketing, the challenge in that forum discussion was around, is pull marketing the same thing as attraction marketing, right? And no, it's actually almost totally unrelated, and there was some bit of debate, and I don't really want to get in the middle of all that, but I want to help you to understand my understanding of push and pull marketing and how we use it, and how our clients use it. So attraction marketing is typically where you're putting content out, say in social media or on your blog, or maybe both. It could be on YouTube. And this is where you are putting out content that is written or produced in such a way that there's a specific demographic or psychographic that takes an interest in your content and they want to know more. It could be in native advertising through things like Taboola, and then, you know, that native ad might be showing up in places like Medium or Cheddar or maybe Quora, for example. But that's attraction marketing. And that doesn't have anything to do with pull marketing or push marketing. So push and pull marketing are really just two terms that describe the way that you word marketing or sales copy, depending which psychographic, and very often tied to a demographic, to make it the most effective, to make it optimal. So let me kind of break it down. Pull marketing you typically use with very young people. So pull marketing, an example would be, buy this product, service, or use this technique, and you will enjoy benefit A, B, and C. Okay, that's typical pull marketing. Push marketing, which you would use for older people, so seniors, would be, if you do not buy this product, use this service, or use this technique, you will experience the following negative consequences, A, B, and C. So what is that? Why is that? So it happens to be that older people generally are a more fearful generation. I don't know why that is, but they typically are. And I think it has a lot to do with cultures and how each generation, what they had to do to survive, how difficult it was. I'm much more abundant and affluent than my parents were. I suspect they were more affluent than their parents are. And my expectation is that my children will be more affluent than I am. So the level of fears around survival are probably less now than they were, say, for my parents or grandparents. I'll give you a quick example. I don't know if you've ever watched the show Seinfeld, right? Well, on Seinfeld, the character George Costanza has this stereotypical New Yorker family. Parents are kind of a Jewish family, and the mother leads by guilt. Everything she does is by guilt. Of course, his father's this amazing, crazy character who's always yelling, but his mother leads by guilt. So the way mothers lead by guilt, my mom might be the same, is that I say you'd call them up on a Sunday, "Hi, Mom, how you doing?" And she would say something like, "Oh, well, isn't it nice of you to find time out of your busy day to call your mother who only carried you for 9 months and fed," you know what I mean, that kind of thing. That's not a modern way of parenting, but it is very much the way a lot of parents were in the past, right? So that is based on the mother being fearful of losing the child, and that is very much push marketing. So the older generation, senior citizens in particular, try to avoid being sick. They try to avoid financial loss. They try to avoid anything that causes discomfort. So they are really about avoidance. This is superimposed on the younger generations, who are much less concerned about avoiding and losing. They're more interested in how can they make their lives better, right? So this is kind of the root or the core of why you choose either push or pull marketing for one demographic, psychographic, or the other. Now, you can sell the same product. It could be the exact same underlying product, but the way it's marketed and sold is different for the older people and for the younger people. So let's say that it's, a diet pill, right? If it's a diet pill that was equally good for the old people and the younger people, when you sold it to the younger people, the marketing copy would say something like, this is your chance to try the ABC diet pill. By using this pill, you will experience benefit A and B and C. You'll feel better. You'll be more attractive to the opposite sex. Heck, you might even be 6 inches taller and raise your IQ by 15. You get what I mean? I'm exaggerating it, but it's really about what are the positive experiences in your life that you will have as a result of using this product. Now, the other side of that same coin is the push marketing. The push marketing for the older people would say, hey, this is something you have to take, because if you don't take diet pill ABC, you're going to experience weight gain. You're going to experience being shunned by your embarrassed friends, and you're going to experience losing 5 years off of your life. Again, I'm kind of creating a caricature of the situation to exaggerate it so it becomes more clear, but that's the push side. So pull is where you're talking about benefits. Push is where you're talking about negative consequence. So you could use push or pull in attraction marketing. And this is where I'm saying attraction marketing is not related to pull or push. Attraction marketing, if you've ever done native advertising, if you don't know what native advertising is, have you ever been on searching for something? So maybe you Googled how to improve your golf swing or your tennis swing or, something with CrossFit. So you Google it and you find some links, and one of them says the top 20 tips to improve your CrossFit physique, for example. So you click on the link at Google, it takes you to a website, and the website says, here's tip number 1 to do better CrossFit. And you read the tip, it's a paragraph, maybe a picture. But to get to tip number 2, you got to click next page, And then there's tip number 2, which is a picture and a paragraph. And then to get to tip number 3, you got to click next page. Of course, this is all to work the Google ads to get the maximum exposures. But down at the bottom of those pages, whether it's Medium or Cheddar or what have you, will be what look like other articles on this blog or in this publication. And sometimes there's 3 or 4 or sometimes 6, but there will be thumbnail pictures with maybe a little bit of an excerpt, maybe 30 words. It's called native advertising because some of those are actually articles, but some of them are actually adverticles, right? They're actually advertisements that look like they're an article. They're written in such a way that they're information, but they are very much advertising. And in Canada, when we do this in print, we have to put at the top, this is an advertisement. So if you've ever been in a magazine, like a print magazine at the pharmacy or something, you're at the magazine rack and you're flicking through, your magazine on choppers or sports or whatever, and you'll come to sometimes a full 1-page spread, and at the very top it'll say this is an advertisement. At the bottom it says this is an advertisement. But when you actually read the page, it reads like it's information, even though you get a sense they're pitching you a product. Right? That was early native advertising when it was in print. Native advertising now actually looks like it's articles on a blog. So if you wanted to advertise your pizza chain, let's say you're Papa John's Pizza, you're the national franchise marketing guy you're going to advertise your pizza chain on through Taboola onto Cheddar or Medium. So you write your native ad for both. You're going to write a push and a pull. So the pull native ad says, hey, claim your coupon today for Papa John's Pizza Special and enjoy the following benefits. You'll get a great deal on a pizza. You'll be the envy of all your friends, and your lawn will be greener than everybody else's. Again, a caricature, I apologize, but that's what it is. That would attract more young people than old people. You also put up an ad that's targeting the older generation for the push marketing. And in the push marketing, you say, hey, I'm assuming senior citizens would be interested in pizza. You could say, hey, claim your cool pizza coupon from Papa John's so that you don't run out of food from your fridge, so that you don't lose friends because you're not very fun and you eat mundane cat food all the time, and so that you don't lose your hair. I don't know, whatever it is. That's kind of funny coming from a guy with a shaved head. So that attraction marketing that you're doing by writing a message that will resonate with certain psychographics and demographics, that attraction marketing can be used for push or for pull marketing. So if you have any questions, please drop me an email to ron@theroncast.com, and I'll certainly help you. Please feel free to drop by the site at theroncast.com. I'd love it if you leave me a review. I'd love it even more if you leave me a nice review. And if you leave your email address in a comment on the podcast, if you leave the email address, I'll make sure that you get a Starbucks coffee sent coupon so that you can go get a Starbucks coffee on me. We might not be able to sit together and have coffee today, but hey, at least I can buy your coffee for you. If you have any questions, shoot them on over. I hope you have a wonderful day. We're hitting 12 minutes here, and I like to keep these down to a bite-sized portion of podcast. Have a wonderful day. From the Roncast, I'm Ron Davies. Bye for now.